Welcome everyone to Rai Academy. Today we will be discussing the subject-wise analysis of UPSC previous year questions. Previous year questions in the sense from 2015 to 2023. This will be a subject-wise analysis so that you can know how many questions are coming from which subject and what are their relative weightage. So let us see the chart first. And the first chart you are seeing in front of your screen is the subject-wise categorization of various questions that have come. First, you can see ancient history. This is the ancient history. In 2015, there are one questions. 2016, there were two questions. 2017, one question. 18, zero questions. 19, two questions. 20, two questions. 21, four questions. 22, two questions. And 23, there were three questions. In the same manner, art and culture, you can see three questions in 2015, four questions in 2016, 17 there were six, 18 there were in 2018 there were six questions. Similarly, in 2019 there were three questions, and so on. And 2023, that is the latest one, there were five questions. Similarly, in the medieval history, you can see this is the chart, and in 2023 there were two questions. And then you can see the modern history, there were 8, 6, 7, 12, 5 questions, 8 questions. And 2023 there were 3 questions. But analyzing the previous year questions, we can see modern history has a good weightage. And then you can see geography and agriculture, there were 16 questions, 8 questions, 8 questions, 11 questions, 13 questions, 13 questions, 16 questions. And in 2023 there were 17 questions. So it's showing that it has a high weightage. Geography and agriculture has a high weightage. Then you can see polity questions, it is also a scoring subject and also has a high weightage in UPSC exams. So you can see a lot of questions have come, and in 2023 there were 14 questions. Similarly, in economy, you can see 14, 12 questions, 17 questions, 20 questions. In 2020 there were 17 questions, then for 2021 14 questions, then 16 questions, then 14 questions. So this is also a high weightage subject. Then you can see environment questions, it is also important subject and has a high number of questions. You can see from this chart. And in the latest exam 2023 there were 14 questions. And science and tech, you can see it is also has an increasing trend and a lot of questions are coming from this part. So you can see 14 questions, 15 questions, 13, and in the latest exam there were 12 questions. And the last part is the IR and miscellaneous part. This part, IR miscellaneous part, schemes and programs. In this is mostly a current affairs oriented topic, and it has also high weightage 27, 18, 14, 8, and the latest exam in the 23 2023 there were 16 questions. So ये सब जानने के बाद हमें अभी देखना है कि हमें प्रिपेयर कैसे करना है. वी विल सी लिटिल मोर चार्ट्स, देन वी कैन एनालाइज इट इन अ बेटर वे. So let us go. And this is the subject wise bar graph. You can see this is the graph of each subject, specific subject. You will be getting this PDF, you can analyze it subject wise also. And the graph which I want you to see most important is this one. In 2015, this is the graph which you can see, and you can clearly see this part: science and tech, environment, economy, polity, geography, and agriculture. See it, such a large weightage of this all subjects. This similar trend is also seen in 2016. Here also you can see this part, such a large weightage this part. And then you 17 also similar trend: science and tech, environment, economy, polity. This all subjects has a high weightage. This part is such a high weightage. Similarly, in 2018, 2019, then you can see the 2020, and then you can see 21 similar weightage also in 21: environment, economy, science and tech, polity, geography and agriculture. Then this is the 22 similar subjects has a high weightage: science and tech, environment, economy, polity, geography and agriculture. Then this is the latest exam, which is the 2023 one. Science and tech has a high weightage, environment has a high weightage, economy has a high weightage, polity has again a high weightage, geography and agriculture also high weightage. So what can we predict from this all graphs and previous year questions? So we can see we can analyze the previous year questions and say that we have to prepare few subjects in a more diligent way so that we can get more marks in those subjects. And the priority basis in which we So try to prepare for this exam is, these all are the priority subjects which you have to read. First is polity, then economics, then comes environment, then comes science and tech, and then geography. Geography in this mapping part is also included. So you can see these all subjects have the major weightage in UPSC previous year questions. And then comes, you can read history part. History is further divided into medieval history, art and culture, art and culture, then ancient history, and then medieval history, sorry, modern history. So history can be divided into these topics. In history also, if you want to prepare more diligently and more in efficient way, you can prepare first modern, then art and culture, first modern, then art and culture, then ancient, and then medieval. Because modern has a among the history, modern has a high weightage. So after this, then comes IR and the current affairs part. So these all are the subjects which are coming in previous year questions in a high weightage, and this is the way you have to prepare. First, you have to prepare the static part of this, static part of polity, then static part of economics, then static part of environment, then static part of science and tech, then static part of geography. After completing the static part, then move to current affairs so that you can link it properly. Static part you can link it to the current affairs, and you have a better holistic understanding of the current affairs, what is going in the recent trend and what is the trend, and how the current affair is moving on, and you can trace the path if you know the static part properly. So try to make your static part as much strong as possible. Similarly, after completing all these static subjects, go for the current affairs of the respective subjects. Then in history, revise your static parts more efficiently as much as possible. Try to revise the static part. Okay, then IR and current affairs part. It is a largely current affairs dependent part, IR part, because the recent international affairs which is happening, these all you have to read. And then current affairs part. So first, your aim should be to complete the static part, be strong at the static part, then move for the current affairs parts for a better linkage and a better understanding. So thank you. And if you want the subject wise analysis, subject wise, this was the macro analysis, and if you want a micro analysis of each subject, please let us know. We will come up with further videos on subject wise micro analysis of the topics. Thank you.